Hey guys, Carlos Sala here. Today I'm gonna talk about how I got scammed and how can you avoid this mistake. So let's go. First, the story starts like this. Since I'm a really copywriting nerd, I love doing copywriting. I'm freelancing, so I'm posting in groups, in copywriting groups. Hey, I can do this, I can do this, I'm really creative, I can do the best copy ever, and I'm up to doing projects with you. So there's a guy that comments and he sends me a DM, right? And I talk with him and he's like, hey man, I got a lot of projects. My issue is that I have a lot of clients, but I can't keep up with the work. So like, okay, excellent man, I can work with you, I can help you with the demand, and you can pay me, and that's okay. So I already knew that he was getting more money than he was paying me for sure, but I accepted because number one, I never did a job like this. Number two, I needed the money, and three, I didn't knew how to get the clients. So I'm like, it's alright, he can get the clients, he can do that part, and I'll do it. I'm sure that he's like paying me less and getting more of the profit, so I'm doing the work so he gets paid more. That I was clear the whole time, but I made some mistakes that I'm gonna tell you how to avoid next. So the thing goes like this: we start talking, then I'm like, man, let's go get in the call. That's my first thought, like I want to get in a call, not just to make sure that he's real, but also so he can hear me, he can hear my voice, he can see that I'm a passionate person, that I'm really committed. So in this way, I prefer selling myself in audio, in a live audio, right? This is the best way to close deals. So we start and he tells me, hey, how much do you want to get paid? And I'm like, okay, since I'm starting out, since I don't really know how much to charge, I kind of searched in Google like, how much does a copywriter charge, blah blah, but it wasn't really clear. So I told him, man, with $500 every 2 weeks, I'm more than good, and then we can see. And he kind of laughed and he was like, oh, okay, sure, we can pay you more when time passes, right? He was telling me that it was like a low budget, apparently. So we started out, he added me on Asana, which is like a working space. So he put there my assignments, and first I had to do 3,500 words per day, and some dog niche articles, so I need to do some reviews. So he gave me the word, he gave me the links, so I had to do like, why is this the best dog food ever, and then do the review about 10 products in Amazon. That looked okay. I've never done like that kind of thing, but I just learned and I learned to use the keywords and SEO and all these things, and I did it, and it was like too much for me starting out doing that amount of words and in a new niche. But I'm like, I'm a hustler, I don't care. I just learn about this and I got the feeling about it. So I got in the flow, I started doing a lot of words, I started getting better and better. And he also told me like, man, you got to be more than 90% unique. So you took the whole text, put it in another web page, and it told you how unique was it, what are the words you need to change to avoid being plagiarism. Even if you're doing it from your mind, you're probably copying from someone else. So that's okay, I'll still do it. One week passed, I was really pumped. I got better and better and better. We talked, we got calls, everything seems okay. Until it was about to get paid, he just stopped responding. I just tried to log into Asana and my account didn't exist. It says that it didn't exist. I'm like, hey man, my account's not working. And he stopped responding. And that's when I start worrying. I'm like, all these signs that I saw previously that I ignored, that I was like, I don't care because I need the money. So I was in a scarcity place. And when we are in those places, we tend to make some wrong decisions and we tend to ignore some signs. Because my first sign was, I saw the Facebook and he got like 8 friends and he was like a really new account. It was like one picture with 0 likes. But I figured maybe he's doing this, for work to get people, and that was exactly who he was doing. But I didn't thought he was like a scammer and he was gonna run away. Also, this guy told me like he was from Ukraine and he contracted European clients. That's another thing. But I figured we are in the 21st century, we are in the internet, stuff works like that. We can work with people from all over the world. I don't care if it's Ukrainian or not. But my mistakes were not realizing that his Facebook was probably fake, that his email also seems so kind of odd. So I'm gonna break it down to you guys so you avoid my mistake and you don't get scammed. First thing you need to keep in mind is the Facebook. How long ago was the Facebook created? How much friends, how much likes, how much photos does he have? The name, because this guy, even the Facebook name and his real name wasn't the same. He told me, like in Facebook said, he was called Obi Hulu, and in real life in the call he said like, yeah, my name is May. And I was like, okay, it's kind of weird, but I thought it was like a language thing, like Obi Hulu was in another language and May was like in English. Assuming things out of nowhere. I should have just asked. Asked is like communication is the top 1 tip here. So check the Facebook. Second, check the email. See if the email seems real. See if the email is from like Gmail, which is free and has nothing wrong, or it's like from a domain, from a real paid domain. Also check if he has like a good web page. Check the web page. Check if he had like feedbacks, if he had like a good web page. You can just see it from the get-go. It's not like a recently made WordPress web page, right? He has content from years and years, and you see it is well done, right? So Facebook web page. Next, my other mistake was not asking for upfront money. So in the copywriting world, it's really important to ask, or the online world in general, ask at least for 50%. If you tell them, hey, I need you to give me a 50% before I start working, I start doing the job, the project, and they agree, that's completely okay. If they are legit, they're gonna agree. They don't have any problem. Let's say that you're gonna spend 1K in a copy and he's, hey man, give me 500 first. Okay, that's okay. I wanna contract you, or even ask for the 100% in upfront. That's okay also. So Facebook, Gmail, upfront money, also a contract. Make sure to have like an digital contract. There's a lot of pages that help you with that. So in this way, you have something to respond yourself. Obviously, if he disappears, there's not much you can do. But if you ask for upfront money, at least you got the half. In this case, I worked 2 weeks and I got nothing. Besides experience and besides having all this knowledge so I can teach you guys and you can avoid this and you don't have to. Because I think that true wisdom comes from learning from mistakes, but you don't have to do all the mistakes. True wisdom comes from learning from other people's mistakes. I know we have a lot of time in this life, but you don't have enough time to be mistaken in every single step to learn. So learn about me. Facebook, email, webpage, upfront money, Also, a contract. If you don't have if you have already signed the contract and he is already paying, don't let the payments due accumulate. So as soon as, let's say that he's gonna pay you every single week, as soon as the day of the week is over, ask for the money and say, man, I'm not gonna keep working if you don't pay me. Don't wait until he owes you $1,000, $2,000. Say it once, like, man, I got bills to pay, I got to eat, so just tell them I'm gonna stop working if you don't pay me, and that's it. Obviously he can tell you like, man, I'm having some problems with my bank or something. So don't let the bill accumulate. So in this way, if he's gonna disappear, at least you stopped right there. Also, the 7th one is don't do free trials. Like, if someone tells you, hey, make me a 3,000 words article so I can see your work, ask for a payment. Like, okay, I can do the free trial, but you can pay me $100, so I'll be sure. If he's legit, he's gonna accept. If not, run away. Okay? If he's legit, he's gonna be able to pay. He's gonna be willing to pay because he needs you. He actually needs you. He don't wants to scam you or to get something from you. He wants to give you so you can help him, right? So don't do the free trials. Also, and one last tip, the 8th one would be to check for his name plus the word scam or scammer. So you can say the name of the person or the Facebook or the page or whatever plus scam. So maybe you can see some news, you can see something in Google, and maybe it appears. And obviously if that appears, you just go running, you can report him, you can put him in some copy pages. Obviously they normally use new Facebooks and new emails every time, but hopefully someone gets them one day. So don't worry about that. So let's recap, guys. Facebook, Gmail, the web page, the Facebook, Gmail, web page, contract, upfront money, no free trial, and the name plus the scam. And I'm missing one for sure. Don't accumulate the dues, and the name plus scam. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you find it really, really valuable. I hope you learn from my mistake. You don't get ever scammed. You don't do the work for free. I know I learned, and that's really valuable, but I'm gonna avoid all these mistakes in the future. So let me know if you have any experience like this one below. Let's share, let's talk, let's see some other tips that you maybe can take into account. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.